Hey everyone, Katie here from Thrift Your Heart Out, and today I've got something a wee bit different for you guys, but I'm hoping that you will enjoy it. So recently, my mom and I went on a little road trip to Stockton, which is about an hour from where I live here in Sacramento, and we decided to make kind of a thrifting road trip girls' day of it, which was so much fun. I had a great time with her, and we ended up visiting 5 thrift stores in the area. So we packed in quite a bit that day. I found some awesome stuff, which I'll show you guys. My very overstuffed bag of goodies that I found that day, and I know I'm gonna get questions. So this bag, which says Thrift Babes with the big heart here, is actually from Sammy Davis. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram. Homegirl is actually on a European thrift tour right now. If you're not following her, what are you doing? You have to follow her. She is just so much fun, and she does these bags from time to time, so make sure that you go and give her a follow, and then you'll see when they're available and you can snag your very own Thrift Babes gear, which is awesome. So I brought that with me just because I knew that if I was going to be going to Stockton doing kind of a road trip, I was gonna go in. I wanted to find some good stuff that I couldn't find here in my hometown, and I ended up with so many great goodies. So I thought it'd be great to show you guys what I got that day, and I'll put in a little review of each store that I went to because we had some good experiences and we definitely had some not so good experiences. So I wanted it to be really helpful in case you guys are in Sacramento or Northern California and you're thinking about doing the same thing. I can help to kind of direct you to the stores that I would definitely visit again. So I hope that you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the video. So the first store that we visited was the Crossroads Outlet, which I've actually been to before, and it's really funny because I'm not such a fan of the regular Crossroads stores that are in my area. I just think that they're a little overpriced and really limited with the sizes that they offer, but there's something about that outlet. I always seem to find really great stuff, really amazing deals, and they actually have their own Instagram page so you can see the outfits that they put together with items that are available, the amazing deals that they have going on. So I was just like, I need to get there. I want to get my hands on some of those pieces. So we went, and it's awesome because even though it's an outlet, it's not dirty, it's not disorganized, it's just like a regular store, which I think is what you always kind of want when you have a thrift outlet of any kind, because there's obviously the Goodwill bins, which are their own experience and very dirty, and you're just digging through a whole bunch of stuff. But this was just like any other Crossroads store. Everything was organized by category, which was amazing. It was all sized, and everything, which this is different than the last time that I was there, everything was either $5, $7, or $9 depending on the color of the tag. So really, really reasonable prices, and I got some really great things. So let me go ahead and show you. So the first thing that I got was this Kate Spade tank top, which you guys know I'm a lover of Kate Spade. You just saw my new handbag, the new love of my life recently, which is a Kate Spade bag. So anytime that I can come across Kate Spade at a thrift store, I am all over it. So I saw this one, and I love that it's just plain black and it has the cute little bow detail. It's a really kind of tight fitting tank top, so I think it'll be great with super full skirts, just so you have it really fitted up on top and then super full on the bottom, and I think it'll be a really nice ladylike and feminine shape. So of course I couldn't pass this one up, and it was $5. So next up is this really cute black and white striped t-shirt. I know I've shown you guys about a million of these on my channel, but it's because I love them so much and I wear them to death. And this one is actually by Lou & Grey, and it's kind of a thicker material, so it just feels really well made. So I knew, even though maybe I'm not going to wear it a ton coming up because we are getting into the really hot part of the year, I'll just hold on to it, store it away for next year, because I know I'll wear it so much. So of course I couldn't leave it behind, and again, it was only $5. So next up from Crossroads is this really pretty lace burgundy tank top that I just fell in love with. That color, if I could just get this translated into a lipstick, I'd be good to go. Like, it is just so stunning. And I love that I can wear it now because it is a tank top and it's really lightweight. So I was thinking I could pair it maybe with some skinny navy ankle pants for work with some leopard print flats just to give it a little something. But then it'll be great to transition into the fall because of that color that just screams fall time. But just pair a cream long cardigan with it and I'll be good to go. So of course, I couldn't leave it behind. It is just too gorgeous, and it was yet another $5 find. So next up is yet another top that I found for only $5 hairs, so I totally scored on tops at that store. So what it is this really awesome H&M kind of palm leaf print shirt. Of course, it just screams summertime, but it was great because it still had the tag on it, which I just want to mention. There were so many things that still had the tags on it at that store, which is great because it's always fun to find brand new items when you're thrifting. So that was a nice find, and it was really odd with this one because it's actually marked a size 4 from H&M, but I was looking at it and I was like, well, it looks pretty oversized, you know, for a size 4. Let me just give it a go. Like, that print is to die for. I must have it. So I tried it on and it fits really nicely off the shoulder, and it's got this really cool sleeve detail. So I was just super, super happy to find it, and I think it's going to be the perfect thing for the summer. So last up from Crossroads is actually a pair of shoes that I scored, and I am in love with them. So what they are these really cool navy slide-on shoes. And why I just had to get them, besides them being uber comfortable, is the fact that they have kind of an open weave texture. So you guys can see my hand through it there. So they're like the perfect thing for the warm weather because they're not totally covered. They have some ventilation. So I was just like, those are awesome. And I think that they'll be great for a trip to the beach or just walking around, going to a farmer's market. I just literally could not leave them behind. I was already like putting together outfits in my head. So for $9, of course, they had to be mine. So the next stop on our Stockton thrift road trip was a place called Lilu of the Valley. And I just thought, as I was kind of putting together the plan of where we were going to visit that day, I wanted to check out an actual vintage store. And this one came up #1, highly rated. It looked really cool. So I was like, let's just fit that in. And luckily it was like 9 minutes from the other stores that we were visiting. So it was great because it's this woman who's been in the reselling business for about 20 years. We were talking quite a bit about kind of her history, and she had that store there in Stockton for about 3 years, and it was amazing. I cannot express to you how overwhelmed with joy I was just walking in, because she had, you know, 50s, 60s, 90s items, 80s items, all of these rare band t-shirts that you just scour trying to find. She had them all over her walls for all different types of music that people could be into. And I actually saw a couple of shirts by The Cure, which I'm a huge Cure fan, but they were just way, way too big. So I had to leave them behind. And I don't know if this ever happens to you guys where you're in a store and you're just so overwhelmed by all of the choice that you get a little paralyzed. Yeah, that kind of happened to me this time around. I was like, oh my God, there's too much good stuff. I can't make any choices. So luckily, Mom was there to help me, and she kind of guided me in the right direction because we were poking around, and the store owner had an area kind of in the back where she was gathering things to go out on the floor or just weren't quite displayed yet. And of course we were poking around because we're nosy that way. And my mom came across this beautiful handbag, and I'm so happy she did because it is stunning. So what it is this beautiful white wicker bag from the 50s. It's great because she put tags on everything with the era that they were from and then the price. And luckily for me, she was having half off of all handbags that day, so I got this one for about $22, which I think is such an amazing deal for true vintage, something that is in like new condition, that is just flawless. I was happy to pay that. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I love rescuing vintage pieces because they are a part of our history that you just won't see again. So when you come across these things and you have just a little inkling that you like it, just pick it up, because then you'll show it some love, give it a new life, and just keep it going on its journey. So I was just so happy to come across this, and I know for sure I'm going to be visiting that store again. So the next stop on our trip was Goodwill, and I know you guys might be thinking, "Durr, Katie, you have Goodwill in your area. Why would you even bother visiting one on a thrift road trip?" And I did just because I like to see just how Goodwills are run differently in different areas, sales that they have, how they organize things, inventory, all of that. So I made it a stop on our road trip, and I'm glad I did because now I know I never want to go back. It was not good, guys. It was a huge store, and right when I walked up, I saw that they did color tag sales during the week, which our stores don't have. They only do them on Sunday, so I was excited about that. They had a 50% off color and a 75% off color. So, of course, I was going to try to keep an eye out for that. And I noticed that their prices were really reasonable. I want to say there were about $4 for a shirt and $6 for bottoms, which is awesome, and it was pretty consistent across the board. But what killed me is the fact that they organized everything by color. Like, think about this. If you're gonna be going to a store looking for something, are you more apt to be like, today I want a navy shirt? Or are you like, I just want a shirt, let me see what's in my size? Crazy idea. So it just got old really quick. I tried looking through a couple of colors and you just get so frustrated. One, because they're not sized at all. And two, because they had like kid stuff mixed in. So it was like they just took all of the tops and put them together, which is just a waste of time. Nobody wants to waste their time looking for stuff. So that was just a hard pass for me, and I ended up not getting anything at that store. So next up is yet another store that I left with nada enchilada from because I wanted out of there so quickly. So what the store is Big Valley Thrift Store, and it was pretty highly rated. Everyone kept talking about how huge it was, lots of selection, and I will say that it was a really big store, but I noticed a few things. Their homewares was like insanely picked over, like a lot of stuff was gone, and the rest of the store was really packed. So I was like, I feel like you guys can kind of reorganize things, shuffle things around. But then what really sent it over the edge were two things. Number one, they stapled their price tag to the front of a leather skirt. What are you thinking? Like, why would you ever do this? You have a tag in the back of the skirt that nobody cares about, that has just the size information and the brand on it. Staple it there. Then you're not damaging the actual item. Yeah, like I was blown away by that. I thought it was ridiculous. So that already totally put me off. And then the second thing, and where me and my mom decided that we were gonna hightail it out of there, were the prices. OMG. We started looking through the dresses, and my mom noticed first. She was like, wow, they have a maxi dress for like $17? That's just not a great brand. That's a little odd. And then I actually saw two Kenzie dresses very close to each other that were each priced at $25. Girl, bye. Like, hasta luego. I want nothing to do with that store. And it was just bad vibes from the beginning. So if you guys are anywhere near that store, don't go there. Don't be swayed by the reviews or the pictures that they have. It's just not worth your time at all. So let's end this on a good note. We visited one more store on our road trip, and that was the Community Hospice Hope Chest thrift store. Kind of a mouthful, but I actually ended up really liking it. I think it was a reasonable size, nothing too huge, but they did have a good selection, and there were a few things that I really liked. It was nicely organized. They had like items all the same price, which, OMG, how many times have you guys heard me mention that in my videos of just make all shirts the same price, make all pants the same price, make all skirts the same price. Like, just save yourself the trouble and just do one price for everything. So they had that, and they also had additional color tag sales and sales on top of stuff. So I noticed signs for 40% off of dresses, they had 30% off of furniture, so additional sales on top of really reasonable prices. So I thought that that was awesome. And I ended up with a couple of things from there. So the first thing that I got literally puts a smile on my face every time I look at it. And that is this t-shirt that says lazy. white t-shirt. It says how I feel sometimes, and it's an homage to the great Jay-Z, who I have actually referenced in my videos quite a few times. So I just saw this and I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me, like not even a question about it. And I want to say their t-shirts were about $3.79. So the other top that I got at that store is also another striped top, but can you blame me? So what it is this really cute torrid top, and I just love it, of course, because of the black and white stripes, but it also has this really kind of faint peplum detail here, and then this little cutout in the back. I just think it is so cute. I love how it fits, and again, it'll be perfect for the warm weather, so I really can't wait to style this one up. Alright you guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Make sure to let me know what you think of this different format in the comments below. I think I'll start doing store reviews if I do another road trip or thrift tour in my area, but I could start incorporating them into the other thrift hauls that I share with you guys. So make sure to let me know what you think. I always love hearing from you. And as always, thanks for watching and happy thrifting.